Alright, with you guys in just a sec. Gotta let people know that we're going and doing stuff, haven't we? Ah, crap. I didn't do that right. Whoops. I missed something. Beautiful. Right, so, for those wondering, what's going to be going on when it comes to games and that kind of shit on my stream? Well, let me tell you. Once I've muted the music, just so that I can actually concentrate. Don't worry, it's only muted on my end. Basically what's going to be happening, if we switch over to me, we're going to be doing a bit of mixing it up with games over the next few weeks, probably, because I don't want to stream purely Skyrim anymore. I'm kind of bored of it. It's been something that I've done for years, and here's the thing. It gets a bit boring when you do the same thing every fucking day. I know, crazy, right? Yeah. I know. I am slightly crazy. But yeah, I am genuinely starting to get to that point where I feel like other games are going to be definitely a part of my streams. I want to make sure that I have something interesting going on every time that I start streaming. Because here's the thing. Playing Skyrim for like the 300th time and on like the 70th new character, it gets old. It gets old very quickly, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Oh god. Saber, you want me to stream horror games? I can't guarantee that one. Unfortunately, as I must admit, I am not a fan of horror. Never have been. I mean, one of the games I would quite like to stream that's on my list is... Actually, it's one that I've had for a while. It's Armored Core 6. I kind of want to go back to that at some point soon. AC6 is actually a really fucking fun game. I really like it. But it's also made by the same group who made, you know, Dark Souls and Elden Ring and Bloodborne. So it's like grinding your face against a brick wall in some cases. So I will be sorting that out at some point soon. I actually need to... I still haven't done it yet, and I know I'm being naughty for this, but oh well. I need to swap a new drive into my PC because my PC is running low on space. Which is crazy, actually. There's 5.5 terabytes in that thing. But here's the thing. Most of my games are on a single 2 terabyte drive. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go over this view so you guys can see. So this is my main game drive, and it's almost full. Bearing in mind, that's because there's a very heavily modded version of Skyrim on there, and a whole bunch of games. This drive, funnily enough, is an external drive. The external drive is what currently contains my Fallout 4 and a couple of other things. Not much, actually, at the moment. I mean... I'll install that again. Oops. Yeah, so my Mod Organizer 2 is massive because, you know, it's Mod Organizer. But I also have... I don't have AC Shadows on there at the moment because I transferred it off onto another machine. But yeah, I've got Space Engineers and Fallout 4, but here's the thing with the Space Engineers save. It's actually considerably larger than you might think because there is the workshop stuff, and the workshop file is massive. Like 500 gig SSD on my laptop just for Fallout 4, and it's new. Well, I'll just have 21 gigs left in it. I have a 1 terabyte for my other stuff. Wow, fair enough, Saber, fair enough. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what I'm going to be playing today, so I shouldn't have gone into the Skyrim section, but who cares? I have some ideas that I actually want to play around with. You know what? I'm going to bung myself into the Fallout section. Just so that I can... Because I am actually going to be showing you guys a little bit of my current setup for Fallout 4. I don't know how long we're going to be playing around with that tonight. It really depends on what I'm doing. Oh, wait a minute. I already swapped over to Skyrim. Well, I'll go back to that. So yeah, I've got... Actually, these are all very old saves, most of them. Actually, no, I think all of them are really old saves. Yeah, let's do a bit of a transfer. Gonna get some of them out of this profile. Don't need that one. Alright, let's load this up. Now, as I've said before, and for those of you who weren't here, I will not be playing Fallout 4 on stream for the time being. I'm only doing this to show you guys what progress I've made on trying to rebuild my game. I've made some progress. It's better than I could have hoped. Honestly, it is better than I could have hoped, but it's still not as good as it could be. One of the big issues that I've had with Skyrim... Well, not Skyrim, Fallout. Fallout. Come on, brain. Wake up. Fallout. Not Skyrim. Jesus. Yeah, one of the biggest issues that I've had with Fallout is it has a serious issue with loading problems. Like, to the point where I have gone into areas of the game. It's been relatively fine frame rate. And then all of a sudden, it has like a 2 or 3 second freeze where it tries desperately to load as much as it possibly can, and then it just shits itself. And it comes back after a few seconds, but usually after a few seconds I'm dead because I'm using really hard damage mods. I having hardcore damage mods installed. That's my main way of playing Fallout. But when you have these kind of issues, you just really don't want to deal with them. So yeah, tonight is going to be a bit split between Skyrim and Fallout. I'm going to show you guys what I mean with Fallout, and then we'll pop over to Skyrim because I still want to do some more stuff on that. Oh, character's naked. Lol. Some clothes on. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. Need a short dress for the sec. And yes, I basically have a photo studio area in my character's house. Mainly because I felt like it. I don't know why I didn't suppress this gun, but I did. And of course my shotgun. Mark 18. That I set out with a drum mag. I don't remember why I set out with a drum mag, but I did. And of course, my M24. Okay. Eyes acting up. Stop it. That's better. Oh yeah, for those wondering about like the cybernetics and that kind of stuff in this character, it's part of her lore. It's something that I developed and designed a few years ago when I was actually playing Fallout a lot more frequently. I don't remember a huge amount of it. I don't know whether I actually still have the save files for it. I'd actually have to look. But it's the same as with my Skyrim mashups. I've done a lot of mashups for both Skyrim and Fallout. The Fallout ones are much more modular though. They're designed to work with like outfit mods that I've got installed. So for an example, oh yeah, I was going to get rid of a bunch of the Wardrobe 9 stuff. Wardrobe 9. Yeah. Fucking hell, I love full UI. I wish that we had something like full UI for Skyrim. And I'm not talking about just like the layout, I'm talking about all the extra stuff that comes with it, like this. It's also crazy that we have to mod in a system like this, whereas in Skyrim, it's just part of the base game. In some ways, I prefer this system to like the oh, what you call it? Give me a second, I'm trying to find something. Let's go for... Why not? That'll do for the time being. Let's also go for... I'm just going to give her some of her gear back just so that I can show you guys what's going on without this character immediately getting shot in the head and dying. Because that is quite possible in the way that this game is set up. Do I have anything that I need to put on? Why is my fast helmet not on here? That is literally the main thing that you need to stay safe in this mod pack. I haven't updated it on my mod lists, but quite simply because I've not been playing Fallout 4 for like over a year, I think. I've come back to see if I can get it to work, but I usually end up quitting after a couple of days. And
nice. Yes.
I mean, you're going to notice things like this, where it's actually not terrible. It's sort of playable. There's going to be a lot of like frame rate jitters as things load in and all that kind of stuff. In my personal opinion, this is the reason that you don't constantly modify engines for newer and newer games. Because at its core, this is still Creation Engine. It's just the Fallout 4 version of Creation Engine. But yeah, the frame rate is going all over the fucking place. But what you'll notice, if you look up at the top left of the screen, is it's dropping for like half-second intervals. If that. But the thing is, it's happening so frequently that it makes it unplayable. Oh yeah, I've still got that bug that I need to sort out. This is another thing. It has really made me not want to fix bugs because I'm not playing it for long enough. That's how I end up feeling like, well, what's the fucking point? I don't know what this changing number is underneath the frame rate there. Oh, you guys can't see it, never mind. Not a big deal. And I'm playing with like as many recommended like frame rate boosters and fixes as possible, without them like causing issues and colliding. Yeah, these cars are a bit low res, but now I know what a bunch of Fallout vanilla purists will say. They will say, "Oh, just don't play with mods then." You've got to be insane in my book to do that.
Want some more?
How the fuck? Okay, fine. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But yeah. Those microstutters are okay to deal with it for a little while. They don't happen as often when I'm not streaming. But it's enough to be so irritating that they can happen in the middle, right in the middle of combat, and just mess everything up. Oh, wardrobe 9 shit again, I forgot. It's funny, isn't it? Give this character skinny jeans, whereas in the real world, I wouldn't be caught dead in those fucking things. Why are you so grumpy?
Excellent.
Alright, let's do a quick save there, just so I've got the gear on. No, we are not doing that. Where was I? I was probably close to BADTFR, if I remember correctly. Luckily, I died due to just a normal game mechanic, rather than, you know, a crash or a freeze. That's why occasionally I come up with ideas to do, like, something that could be really fun, like doing a hardcore mode, like one life, that's it. The reason that I never end up doing it is because I can't guarantee that this ability is going to be good enough for me to actually do it. So then I just get to the point where I'm just like, oh, fuck this. So I hope you guys can actually understand now why I don't play Fallout on stream anymore. It may not look too bad on the stream because, you know, video compression, frame rate, the stream is set to 60 frames a second, that kind of stuff. But on my end, it feels worse. It feels quite a lot worse, actually. Oh, there you go. There's one in freeze. Now, why the holy hell was I using Molotovs? Oh, because I don't have any other grenades. There. What the fuck? Those rounds were coming through the wall. Someone's got a 50. Oh, that's why so much fucking machine gun fire's going off. Guy's got a bloody power. Oh, 700. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna fight a whole bunch of bloody ghouls. I would say now I feel almost sorry for the raiders, but I really don't at all. Alright, let's... Fuck it. Let's go over and do BADTFL. Just see how the internal performance is. It shouldn't be too bad, actually, compared to external. I genuinely wish, personally, that if I could find... If there was, like, a copy of the project file for Fallout 4... Bearing in mind, yeah, it would be in the terabytes size.
Suits me fine.
And if I had just had, like... If I had, like, infinite resources, that kind of stuff... I wish that I could just literally hire a group of modders, give them the full original version of Fallout 4, no tweaks, no nothing, just the original version, and say fix it. As much money as they needed to. I 100% believe that modders could do a far better job than Bethesda. Really? Are you kidding me? Oh, the hitbox of the car's too big. Yeah, another one. Yeah. Yep, another R700.
Mine now.
But yeah, this is the reason that I don't play this on stream anymore. It's just my issues have become so bad that I'm just like, what's the point? Oh, I'm 1A. Nice. Yeah, this game could be so much better if it had a full overhaul by modders. Not like two or three random guys. I'm talking like a full team of like 60 or 60 plus people just going through everything in the game code. Oh god, I'm even getting these problems inside here.
Yep, it's over.
Wait a minute. Huh.
Huzzah! Glad that's over. Yeah.
Ready? Holy shit, that shot wasn't even centered on that raider and it chunked her for like most of her health.
Playing games with me, huh? I think we're done for now.
Yeah. What are we looking for? Bandage. Hey, look. I fixed it. Filters. Actually. One filter will be fine. AKM. AKs are nice, but the ammo is no way near as plentiful as it could be. And the reason I don't use the shotgun that much is because I don't have much ammo for it.
Excellent.
Короче, бля, я пошел.
It's the nice thing about playing on the P320 in a video game versus in the real world. There's no chance of it falling out of your hand and blowing someone's head off. And yes, that was a dig at Sig. A Tokarev? Really? Wow. It's funny, sometimes shooting the lock is actually more worthwhile than wasting a lockpick on it. I mean, that was pretty simple. Ah! An STI in 45. Okay. Must be an upgraded late game one. Sick. Alright, let's get out of here. I have to admit, though,
Sweet.
I do love shotguns in this game. Especially the modded ones, where they've got tighter spread, longer range, you know, realistic range.
Nice.
Great. That scope's not set up. And yes, I had to save there just because there is always the chance that this game will decide to crash for no apparent reason. Oh, hello.
What? Who's there?
What do you mean? 308's quite capable of taking out mutants. Oh god. Oh, the ship. Meh, don't care. It's an alright storyline. I was never particularly happy.
Yes. Take the good with the bad, I guess.
Oh, we'll take all
Come
your
to
ammo.
mama.
That's for damn sure. AKM. Yeah, why not? What I might end up doing is... I actually was going to try... There's something that you can do with modding in this game that's... Depending on how much you do it, is not particularly safe. There's this setting called U-grids to load. So U-grids to load is how much of the local game area loads at once. So by default it's set to 5, and I was thinking that I might consider bumping it up to like 7, so just an extra 2. Wondering if that will help with my pop-in problems. Oh. Bit rude. I'm gonna change the sight on this gun. I'm gonna go for an XPS 3.
Hell yeah.
Simply because I like them more. Hey, dumbass. Oh shit. Got hit in the head. Let's do a tablet. As I'm not bleeding.
I'm glad that's over with.
Got an idiot sandwich with a shotgun. Wonderful.
Bye.
What is it with raiders and trying to shoot shotguns from really long range? That's just stupid. That doesn't work. Oh, I've only got one. Never mind. For a second there I thought I had two, but no. Doesn't show up like that. I have an MP5 and an MP5K. I'm not really planning on using either of those, or the 412X, so I'm ditching those. Yeah, I was trying to use a fucking shotgun as a sniper rifle. What an idiot. It's the only point where I find that base game shotgun values are actually kind of useful. When you're not trying to die to a bunch of idiot raiders. Oh, more 308. I like. Rest of it's
Yes.
meh.
Nice.
No?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's the turret.
бы, конечно, не помешало.
Hi.
Well, it's over. That's that.
Особенно вон тот паренек в белом, красава! Ну что творишь, олень?
Let's do it.
Сука, ёбнули нашего!
You're not supposed to have rocket launchers. Wow. Okay, I was out in the open, so I got shot in the face. Fair. That makes sense. Half of the shit that happens in Fallout 4 does not.
Yes.
Шкура цела уже неплохо. Чё за шум? Шкерится кто-то походу.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
Garage.
Shadows. Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down the jet, I guess. I don't say fucking
Just had an idea. No, I should have a way through it. No. No. I can't be arsed with the hacking minigame.
Блять, тут нашего завалили!
Who's there?
I shouldn't do that, but I do sometimes. Massive waste of ammo. God damn it.
This is all
There we
just
go.
another day for me.
Oh! It's only an R700. I thought it was something bigger than that. How disappointing. Missile launcher? You're not supposed to have missile launchers. You're supposed to have RPGs instead. Weird. We clear? No, we are not clear.
was that?
That's how you survived in the common.
Yeah. Shut up, you're stupid.
Well, asshole.
Буде бить акуратно. Насильно.
Ёбаный нахуй! Ну где ты, где ты? Где ты, а?
Take the good with the bad, I guess. Excellent.
Yeah, another M24.
Nice.
Maybe I should have given the Raiders the SV98 from Combined Arms. I'll admit, I'm not a massive fan of the Combined Arms mod compared to separate mods. I like the don't get me wrong, the 3D models and all that lot are great. But the sound effects? The sound effects could be considerably better. I'm going to be brutally honest. Alright, so yeah. You guys see what I'm talking about. I have a few issues with the Fallout 4 systems as they stand. The stuttering, sometimes it's fine, sometimes it sucks. Oh, hi Deathclaw.
Huzzah! Glad that's over. Dead as can be.
Easy way of dealing with a Deathclaw. Fully automatic weapon. Let loose into its belly. Oh. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm right next to Good Neighbor. Alright, folks. Unfortunately, for my folks who love Fallout 4 and all that kind of stuff, don't get me wrong, it's a good game. It's just my version's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Hey, Daisy. Glad you can make it. How's my
So I am going to be swapping over to some Skyrim for the rest of the evening. I do hope you guys enjoyed what you have seen with Fallout. Anybody got any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. Either in the comments on YouTube or on my Discord server. Now for both Twitch and YouTube, it is linked below. YouTube in the description, Twitch, just scroll a little bit further down and you'll see the link. It actually takes the form of an image. It's a clickable image and it'll turn due to the link, due to the Discord server if you click that. Right. Just gonna let that run its course. Alright, cool. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just how it goes at the moment. Right. Let me swap this over to Skyrim, and then I will sort out the stream.
Is it our fate to die in this world we live in? Are we afraid to try? Circumstances we're given. You can curse the sky.
Alright, there we go. We are now swapped over to Skyrim. Tell you what, let me just quickly grab the stream name. Just so that I can quickly let people know that we are swapping over to some Skyrim. There we go. All right. All right. Oh yeah, we got a couple of got a couple of new followers, which is very nice. So Nuclear Dodo over on YouTube, thank you very much for the subscription. Lilith Roxy, thanks for the sub as well. That was 4 days ago. And Sidhedron, thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. Always lovely to see more people. We're getting up there in subs actually, and followers. I'm at 130 something on YouTube. I'm at 136 on YouTube and 233 on Twitch. Not bad. We are growing, but it is happening a bit slowly, which honestly happens. It's not a big deal. Oh yeah. I decided to swap gears actually a little bit. mostly aesthetically. Instead of playing the Muriel character, I want to basically rebuild an old character called Lucy. Really good fun character. I played several times in the past, and she is a Nightblade, basically. So she's a magic wielding rogue / assassin, which very much enhances her quite a lot. Now, I think with Muriel, I do want to retry building her at some point, but she's too similar, so I don't really want to do two of the same thing. So we're going to use Lucy instead. And I must admit, the like white on white, it looks cool on some characters, but on others it just looks way too much, and I was just kind of like, you know what, I don't want another character like that for the time being. I already have her. Who is a Risty on my Frost Mage. So we have to go into Wakey Wakey. Shouldn't take too long. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it would be nice if I could get a group of modders to just fix Skyrim. Sorry, not Skyrim, Fallout. But, you know, it's one of those games where I'll just have to come back to it once in a while when I actually feel like I've got the wherewithal and attention span to actually deal with it. Ugh. I hate that feeling, but, you know, it happens. Anyway. Oh yeah, I managed to do some compressing of files. I actually compressed a whole bunch of ESPs down into ESLs. So now I can add extra mods in if I want them. Now, maybe not on stream, at least not for the time being. I'm going to have a look and see if I can get a mod working to an extent where I'm happy with it. I installed a race mod called the Succubus race. I've played around with mods like that in the past, but I'm after it for just simply the race. I don't want like any explicit mods or anything like that. I don't find those particularly interesting these days. Plus, I'd probably get a slap from YouTube and Twitch if I tried to do that on stream. I actually do want to do some setting up on this character with outfits at some point. Because she's currently wearing Grievous Rose, which is nice. It's good armor. But she's got her own mashups that I've made for her in the past. And I want to potentially add to them or modify them. This is a character where I'm actually thinking I'm going to do as much as I possibly can. Now, she's already a vampire, for those who wonder. But she is actually really... She's designed in a way that she uses magic as kind of a way to augment her stealthy abilities, rather than in addition to. So she prefers to use, like, muffle spells, that kind of stuff. But I wanted to possibly see if I can add in those decoy spells that I was going to use on Muriel, but I'm now going to do on this character. I want to see how useful they are. Like, what situations they would be the most useful in. A second. I just forgot. I'm actually going to bung this. And here we go. Yeah, if I can get a few more people to come in and have a watch, would be nice. Okay, let's get out of here, and then I can start collecting artifacts. I think that's going to be my main goal for tonight. I want to basically go along, find places to collect artifacts, and head up towards the museum. That's going to be my main goal. Ooh, bunch of ogres. I'm going to avoid them. This character's actually going to be quite non-traditional for a high elf because she's a rogue, primarily. But I do wonder whether or not that's going to help. I hope it will. Boing. Oh. Game, seriously, there's someone right in front of me that I could possibly... Nom. Lol, unlucky buddy. Oh god, the other guy's a bit worse off. He's just a backpack. I'll be taking that. Where are we going? Okay, Blue Blood, turn it off for the sec. We. It's just an orc. Yeah, I've heard that 100 times. Seems like a bit of a waste for just like one arrow, but... Goody goody orc. Ooh, hunting bow. It's just substantially better than my current bow, lol. That doesn't surprise me.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
You shouldn't talk to me like that.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Back off,
Cry?
now.
I don't have to take that from you.
You kidding me? That's too stupid. Or none too stupid. Why should I be afraid of someone who can barely walk up a bloody incline? Oh. Need to finish off my burger. Oh. I have a bad habit of doing that whenever I'm sat at my desk. Get myself some food. Start or continue playing the game that I was playing. And I'll completely forget about the food. Oh, good. Ah. There we go. So it's a roll.
You're doing a fine job.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, would you look at that? It's 8:30. Half an hour after they closed the damn shop. My life. Alright. I think I might head up towards this way. Yeah, the Skyrim definitely seems to run better, at least from what I've experienced. It's either that or I just don't notice the problems as much. No idea why.
Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on
That's her, isn't it?
break me with something slight.
Yep.
They say the road to hell is paved with gold. At 25, I feel content with caution, dodging my halo, dodging my halo. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Look, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to find some place to sneak into that I know's got. Well, I hope is gonna have some decent gear. I can't really say that I know that places are gonna have decent gear simply because there might be one or two static objects in places, like specific runes have specific weapons and that kind of shit. But you can't say that the rest of the loot's going to be any good. And if you're only looking for something like that, like, if you're only looking for a specific weapon, then, yeah, that works. But if you're not, it's like, there's going to be a bunch of items that I would really kill for in other playthroughs, but on this character, wouldn't care at all. It's like for an example, if I was playing like a proper warrior slash shield bearing character, I'm not really a fan of warriors. I would probably want to get, for an example, Oriole's shield from the Dragonborn DLC, because it's a really nice shield. Ow. Piss off, you stupid goblins. Another one of Mayhell's mods that I might end up removing. They're more dangerous than you might expect. Or am I going completely the wrong way? More than possible. I might well be. Lol. That doesn't surprise me. That's something I need to quickly do on my chat. Give me a second, folks. It's not that one. Nope. Huh. That's unfortunate. I don't have a... Let's go look for a setting to turn on timestamps in my chat, but for some reason they don't exist. That sucks. Yeah, you know what? I went the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it off. Why not? I was going to try and turn on... Yeah, so I was going to try and turn on timestamps because sometimes I get a message and I don't notice it. And then I look back at it and I'm just like, when did that message come in? And personally, I find that actually kind of useful. Put it this way, folks, I'm not intentionally trying to ignore anybody. So if I do end up doing it by accident, I am sorry. Oh, I see. Lol, get right. Fatigue sword, defiler gear, meh. So yeah, as I say, I'm not intentionally trying to ignore anybody, I'm just... I can either focus on chat or I can focus on the game. And I find that I can't really do both, so... My apologies if I do ignore you. Cool. Where are we going? I hear Skelly. Ow. Rude. Yeah, put a raid zombie on 6. Crossbow on 4. There we go. Wait for it. Yep, he's already dead. Ooh, glittering flame ward, you say? Yes, please. Anything to buff fire resistance. I died anyway. God damn it. Why? Why you do this? That's just rude. Oh. Yeah, there it is.
Here we go.
Oh, stop getting so damn close. Insanely useful fire resistance necklace. Ooh, and a spell that I can disenchant. Sick. I have a little furry friend below me. Okay. Can't really do much up there. Have to fight my way through the rest of these idiots first. Wait a sec.
What are you doing? Meow. I happen to have a little furry friend.
He was trying to distract me.
Weren't I?
Alright, okay. Little furry someone after some more food. Oh, tell you what. Back out of the way. Oh, I don't know. I think she is after a bit more food, so I might have to be right back.
Yes, I know.
Oh my god, you guys can't hear it at the moment because of my noise gate, but she is purring her little head off.
Aren't you? Bloop, bloop.
Right.
Everything's at your small foods. Huh?
Right, I'm gonna have to be right back, folks. Or she's gonna leap out my arms. Right, back in a moment, folks. Alright, I'm back. I need to reorganize my streaming bits and pieces. Because it's for my scenes, it's BRB, me, and live. Not in a very good order. I'll just do that later. Shit. Level up. Hehehe. Lol. Tell you what, if I wasn't wearing one of those fire resist necklaces, one of these, ooh, that could have gone pear-shaped. Fire breath. Lol, place is guarded by a bunch of by a bunch of pyromancers, and it's a fire related spell. That makes sense. Yep. There. Here we go. Cool, we out. Thank God. Okay, so didn't get much from Sunderstone, but I might head over towards Whiterun area. Yeah, let's do that. But before I do that, it's always a good idea to come here. Spring steel bow, but steel bolts? Okay, fine. Okay, cool. That is weird. These guard corpses have still got bows on them, but they're spawning with bolts instead of arrows, and I was just like, okay, fine, that's a bit weird. What are we doing? Okay. Alright. That's also right around, I think. Need to move my legs onto that just before the cat decides to lie where I want to put my feet. Nah, I said up towards where I'm. Okay.
Stay out of trouble, then.
That was weird. Oh, Headless Horseman. Haven't seen him in a little while, but He's one of the most common random encounters that I found. Simply found other things that are way more common. That I found that he's one of the most common. It's kind of funny in a way because it's the randomization system being not as random as you might think. Oh, that would actually be really sick. There's a system that I remember seeing from, I think it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where every single character, no matter what, has their own schedule. Has their own schedule like Skyrim. But I think from what I remember correctly, it still calculates where they would be in the background. Which I thought was crazy, but it's also really cool at the same time. I don't know whether they carried that through to other Assassin's Creed games. Because here's the thing, when you're playing predominantly open world games, that kind of system really helps sell that the game is real. Well, as real as the game is going to get. It helps sell the illusion of reality. There you go. That's how to word it properly. Or better. One of the two.
Do you seek to make a purchase?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Ooh, that's not as good as just the flat fire resistance that I have at the moment. Because I'm sorry, but poison resistance is... Yeah, poison resistance is useless for a vampire. Or at least it should be. The weirdest thing is I've had like venoms from like Chorus and other creatures still do damage to me, even as a vampire, and I was just like, I thought I'm supposed to be like poison resistant as a vampire. Like, sorry, not poison resistant, poison immune as a vampire. I thought that was one of the main benefits of being a vampire. I'm gonna need to look into how the chorus spit attack is set up.
Must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Yeah, I might have to do that at some point. Yeah, let's just stay in here for a couple hours and then I'll come back out and... Oh, it does work. Oh, sweet. Well, that's good to know. Only issue is it's slot 45, which is the it's the secondary next slot that I have in this game. So I've got a bunch of extra jewelry, pardon me, from a mod that adds in like torques, chokers, left-handed rings, bracelets, earrings, crowns, basically you name it, it's in there. But that slot nearly always gets taken up by some sort of choker or something like that. Because, you know, I usually have one of those with like, it's either got an insane resistance stat or it's possibly like magic or stamina. Just boosting the amount of it rather than anything else. Like how normal mage hoods do. Oh. But yeah, what I was saying about the Assassin's Creed Odyssey thing is, normally, when a character isn't being rendered, they don't exist at all. Like, they don't move at all.
I know your family's honor is
They're basically locked in one position.
Can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find
Whereas this system that
Can't stop now.
so I was talking about in Assassin's Creed Odyssey
So you're willing to starve.
calculates them moving around and basically having their own life in the background. So, where you think they might be might not be completely true. It's really cool, actually. I really love it. I mean, they had this really cool mercenary system that I really love, where there's these mercenaries that travel all around the map, and they start off at like level 2 or 3, all the way up to level 50, and I'm pretty sure you got one every like. I think it was basically one for every level, and they'd all drop like a specific item of loot, which is either really, really good or it's better than average. I'd love to have that kind of system back in an RPG. I really would. Like maybe you're playing a game where, for an example, it's a multiplayer game where you're with a group of friends and you're a rogue versus your mates are playing like a warrior, a mage, a monk, everything else, basically. And you decide, you know what? I'm going to sneak off from the group for a couple of minutes, for like half an hour. And go and look for clues or possibly even steal something. You get a bounty on your ass. I do wonder how that would affect working with a team. Would it be just you that had the bounty, or would the entire team have the bounty? That would be kind of interesting, I must admit. That would be fun to play around with. I'll tell you what, give me just a minute. I'm going to take off my shoes, because... I don't know about you guys, but... As soon as it becomes summer for me, it's like, I only wear shoes if I absolutely need to. Really does get like that for me. Although I must admit, I'm the kind of person where I'm used to walking around barefoot in the middle of summer because I've always worked from home. So it doesn't really bother me. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Right, cool. There we go. Fix that. Yeah, I do potentially want to get, say, new outfit set up for this character, like I was doing last night with the other character. I really like being able to do that. It just makes the character feel a bit more unique, rather than, hey look, it's another rogue or another mage or another warrior or another this, that, or the other.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death?
The god of death? I know him well.
I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious.
What did you lose?
My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. And I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Would you be willing to search for it?
I'll find your amulet.
I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arche be upon you.
Cool, deal with you. Yeah, I need to see if I can fix that for my game. Because I'm supposed to be able to pick up an outfit by just interacting with this sword. But for some reason, it doesn't work for me. One of Carnarvon's mods. Yeah, this place is really not at all spooky in base game. I did have a larger overarching undead pack on, but unfortunately there was a bunch of issues with it that I got to the point where I was just like, you know what, I don't want to deal with them anymore. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to remove the mod, not use it. You just carry on from there. And thus ended another age of me being able to play, almost having free reign to play characters from ages ago. Because I had this mod installed for years at this point. So I had literally years worth of characters where I was just like, well, I can't do anything with this character anymore because the game will crash every time I try to load it. How irritating.
I spend so
I
much
found
time
your
among
amulet.
the dead, I sometimes... Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. It was a pleasure.
Right, I'm going to see if I can get some new spells.
So you can spend it on drinks at the Bannered Mare.
Screw it. Let's do it. Should have some lockpicks. I mean, I believe I do. Ooh, nice. Yeah, this armor is nice, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use it, honestly. As I said the other day, consumables and easily disenchantable items. That's all I did end up taking from these boxes. Just so that if I do get caught with the items on me, it's not as big a deal. As if it was like armor that I was actually going to use. Archery circlet, nice. These unpaused menus always freak me out a little bit. There's always something I end up wondering though. When it comes to like money that you steal in this game, or plentiful items that you steal, how would they be able to tell between the difference between the ones that's been stolen and the ones that hadn't? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
What have you got for sale?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
It just doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. It's like if I stole all like 7,000 gold that's in both of those chests, how would they be able to tell that it wasn't my money? There's a problem with having things marked as stealable. Or sorry, marked as stolen. I mean, I know it's a good way for the game to just go, oh, you're not supposed to have that. And it'll get confiscated, but beyond that, it's just a bit weird, honestly. Hey Dante, welcome.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Oh really? How clever. Doesn't recognize that I stole the scrolls. It's kind of weird, but okay, I'm fine with it. Oh, that's something I forgot to do. Forgot to pick up the Weatherward band from the crypt. But yeah, earlier I was talking about a positioning system that was in a different game that I'd love to see in a game like Skyrim, where, as I said earlier, every single NPC in this game, even though that you weren't anywhere close to them, they were tracked. Like, the game would track where they were in the game world. So, for an example, say you had a bounty on you, and you had like a mercenary trying to collect the bounty, you could see their movement on your map, even though they were like several miles away from you. I really like that idea.
Watch what you're doing.
It was one of the Assassin's Creed games, it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was just like, that's such a clever idea. When was Odyssey released? What was it? It was either on the year that I started streaming or the year before. I can't remember. So I want to say about 2018. Yeah. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, one of the cool things in Odyssey was all the bounty hunters were mercenaries who were either as strong or more or stronger than you. Which I thought was really sick. And that system, that gameplay system, especially for like open combat in that game, was really scary. You've really had to set yourself up well in order to do combat. It's without dying too much. I remember the first time I fought one of the bounty hunters. It was horrifying. It was scary as hell. Because this guy was really tough. I was trying to, like, you know, sneak attack him and try and get him from behind. Yeah. Bless me. Yeah, he was not easy to fight. And, you know, especially being like level 2 or 3. And this guy's only like level 5 or something like that. But he was still really tough. I'm not gonna lie, if I had the ability to like just strip chunks out of other games in order to add them into a new game, or either a amalgamation or something similar. I'd love to amalgamate some of the systems from games like that. It's like I'd love to have the combat system from AC Odyssey, the magic system from Hogwarts Legacy, and maybe the stealth system from one of the Assassin's Creed games as well. Add those into one game. That would be really fun. Obviously, multiplayer from a big MMO. Because why not? And then build like a storyline around it. I think that'd be really cool. Like, you could probably come up with some really interesting storylines. Oh shit. These are the places that I can pick up those Lunar Steel weapons. Right up to the top of the hill. Although that's another thing that I wouldn't say that's actually really good in the Assassin's Creed games is the horse riding systems. Like how it kind of just really slows you way down inside the cities, and you can speed up to almost ridiculous levels outside of cities. Or, well, not ridiculous, but really quite fast. Interesting. There are no lunar iron or steel weapons lying around. Weird. I thought there would be. Okay, deal with you. Grab my healing potion. It's always interesting though whenever I try to come up with these ideas for new games and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if I would go for moddable. I mean, main reason is if it was going to be a game that I made, I wouldn't really want to mod it because it'd be basically how I'd want it to be. Although, having said that, there are some ways that I could see definitely having some level of modability in that. That's always the problem with trying to do modding on like a multiplayer game, because you don't want to break balance or anything like that. You don't want to make someone absolutely overpowered. Whereas in single player games, it doesn't really matter as much. You're not affecting other people's gameplay, you're just affecting yours. Damn it. Oh shit, Wisp Mother's been buffed due to that ghost mod that I'm using? Ooh. That's not good. Oh, god damn it. Hey, look, I have a level up. Yay. Oh, come on, really? Bloody waysale. Bloody hell, these things are nasty. Holy hell. Okay, that was a bit painful. Wisp mothers are now apparently really nasty. Got 2 lunar steels. Okay, I've got Dynstagma's ring. I have the Weather Ward band, if I remember. Yep. Which I should actually be wearing, but I'm not. Just because then frost attacks aren't nearly as painful, and fire attacks are considerably less painful as well. Are you gonna do that, you game? Fine. Sometimes does that. It's really irritating. Oh, you're joking me. Oh, don't tell me. I don't want to have to do that. I wonder. If I go into Rockwire. Alright. Good. Back out to Skyrim. Yeah, it's one of those walk-in loading screens. They obviously come up with the name of the area that you're going into. But for some reason, sometimes it decides that it just wants to stay around. It's really irritating. All right. Oh, geez, not one of you. That's one of those really high-level Daedroths.
Is someone there?
Oh yeah, is really tough. Prefer not to fight him. Yeah, I might disable the taco stage. At least for a low-level character. Don't know why the hell these bloody creatures can't stop. It's annoying because sometimes when you try and break contact, they just have none of it. You used to be able to lose sight of these creatures so easily in the old game. But for some stupid ass reason in Special Edition, they're like a bloody magnet. I might just disable it for the time being. There it is. There you go. Oh, don't you fucking dare.
Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you stand.
Wait, what's going on here?
Oh, I was part of the gang in the ruins here. A friend of mine went crazy and stole the boss's sword. They blamed me for it. Look, I'm done here. Mop the floor with these idiots for all I care. Just get out of my way.
Okay. I'm wasting all my really decent arrows. I'm just random bandits.
warning you, back off.
Yeah, he's after right here. I've seen it, sir. I'll go back here.
Okay, maybe I need to talk to the fires. I'll tell you what, the amount of times that I've played this game with the mods that I'm currently using, and I've had orcs be the most irritating and tanky bastards. Oh, that infuriates me. I've had them like, I think it's a blood rage ability or something like that. And they're using either 2 axes or 2 maces. And they're just destroying me every time. Oh, really is irritating.
Close enough. That is. That's it. Vampire.
Frost been down there too long.
Yeah. Let's wait a little longer, then. I'm off.
That's why I love fire arrows. The splash damage is insane. Mm.
Told him just to hand over the gold. But did he listen? Oh no, they always have to fight back. Close enough.
That was weird. My fire arrows completely whiffed and went straight through him. That does not make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, I have no idea.
Finally, someone came. Cat. Rajir ambushed me. He's trying to take the sky.
Yeah, and a word from the
Icefall. That is a useful one, must admit. Okay, I need to... That's what I need to do at some point soon. I need to decide on which one of my other characters... Because I've got 2. 3, actually. I've got 3 characters that are ready to do the main storyline. And by that, I mean they've done one of the guilds that I want them to do. They've done Dawn Guard. So I feel like they're ready to do the main storyline. Just need to decide which one at the moment. Got 2 characters that are vampire mages. Mainly because I wanted to remake one of my characters, and then I made a new one. I have a feeling I'll probably end up going the remake character, so who is a frost mage. And then the Dawn Guard mage. He's kind of more of a cleric in some ways, but... Lol. I'm actually not sure what I want to do with the other mage, though. Part of me wants to go for, like, maybe either Dark Brotherhood or something like that. But that's the thing that I'm planning on doing with this character, so the one that you're seeing on screen. So that one might get postponed. Because I'm fine with playing multiple magic characters, just as long as they're not the same. Tell you what, though, that's one mod. Thinking of something slightly different. That's one mod list that I've looked at many times before. I've watched videos on it. I think I've even had a look for it, but I've never downloaded it. It's because I don't remember whether it requires like a different version of Skyrim or something like that. More than likely a different version of Skyrim. But it's Lorim. Lorim looks really fun. But it also looks like it might take up a lot more time than just normal Skyrim.
You've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like road people.
But yeah, the thing with Lorim is it's one hell of an overhaul. It really is. And I'd love to play around with it.
Position.
Weird.
You betrayed us.
Okay, that's not good. quick light's not working. I'll have to fix that at some point then.
We're all clear. You heard Causin Chaos escape.
Okay, I might have to undo my changes to quick light. There's an ESL file for it, but I don't think that's working. But I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to make sure that this is the last new character that I make for a little while, because I just want to focus on my character, goddammit. I'm getting to that point where I'm like, why have I made so many damn new characters? It's kind of irritating.
Well, today's your lucky day. I just so happen to have a few things you might be interested in.
Do you really? Well, now you have piqued my curiosity. Might I have a look?
Of course.
Well, I must say, I am impressed with the quality of your finds. I believe
1,500 gold. Not bad.
you are clearly an artist like the rest. Would you be interested
I
in
can bring things for you to display.
You'll be able to access
Sounds
the
good to me.
collection as you see fit. Excellent. Well, let me give you the 10-second tour then.
This building was once called Macnarian Hall, and
Yeah,
was as
there
a
we go.
temple dedicated to Talos, the patron god of the Nords. After the White Gold Concordat, however, the statue was moved and the temple closed. I came here a few years ago and was able to procure use of the space in the pursuit of establishing this museum. Of course, I have had the building vastly expanded over the last 2 years to accommodate what I hope will become one of the grandest collections of Tamrielic history in the world. This grand atrium I call the Hall of Heroes. It is where a variety of historically significant relics can be displayed, and is quite a striking entrance to the museum, if I do say so myself. Off to the right is the reception hall and staff barracks, as well as the museum.
Right, we've had this before yesterday, but anyway.
To our left, you'll find the central hallway leading to all the other galleries of the museum, which also serves as the cultural arts exhibit. Here, I hope to display a variety of art, as well as elements representing the more primitive cultures here in Skyrim, such as the Falmer, Forsworn, the Giants, and more. Down here on the lower level, you will find access to the East Exhibit Halls, which houses the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, Hall of Oddities, and the Hall of Legends, which showcase a vast array of relics pertaining to the Daedra, Dwemer, Falmer, and ancient Nordic cultures, as well as a number of peculiar items that defy simple classification. At the close end of this hall, the stairwell will lead to the armories in the basement and up to the second floor. There you will find access to the Natural Science Gallery, as well as the Dragonborn Hall, where I will commission a variety of displays heralding any of your accomplishments. At the far end of the hallway on both floors, you'll find access to the Grand Library, and here on this floor, the door on the right also connects to the museum office. If you cannot find me in my office, you will almost certainly find me whiling away the hours in the library. Also, you should pick up a copy of the museum guide at the entrance of the museum. It will let you know the schedule of where I'm working, should you need to find me, and it will offer you an easier way of navigating the museum, as well as keep track of how many displays our museum has. Of course, it may take me a moment to update those accounts, so check the guide again if you feel the numbers seem off. I'm sure I'll eventually account for everything. Any items you find for display, you can either manually place them yourself, or utilize the prep station in my office. And I'll ensure everything you have gets properly displayed if it has an appropriate place. I'm likely to have a variety of tasks for you, but in between, I'm sure you could help me find a random relic or two I've been researching. Feel free to look around and come find me if you have any questions. I'm very excited about the prospects, where we are headed.
Oh.
You're back. Wonderful.
Anything new for me?
Oh yeah, I'll mark it. Oh, check back with me another time. Yes?
What's next?
Anything of relevant
Where should I
costume
put up
can be
displays?
inspiring to the people. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora.
I'm having trouble locating the artifact.
In the meantime, here's another possible artifact you could look into.
The reason I'm skipping that one is because it came up with a weird name. And it made me think, I wonder if something might be going wrong. So, well, it'd be better safe than sorry to ignore it. Oh yeah, like a Dagger of Samachus, which means going to Solstheim. I believe the normal way that you're supposed to play this, bearing in mind normal, the way that Legacy of the Dragonborn is assuming that you played the game is you basically started the normal way. You basically come in on the cart, survive Helgen, go and defeat the first, go through Blake Falls, defeat the first dragon, meet up with the Greybeards, and then head up towards Solitude. Never happens that way around my game. I've actually very much followed a bit of a structure for the last few years, which I'm kind of thinking I'm starting to want to break at some point soon. Because it does get a bit boring doing the same structure multiple times over. So, I might avoid it. Oh shit, I got 14 artifacts. Nice. But my structure for, over the past few years has been do a guild, do a DLC, usually Dawnguard, then do the main storyline, then go do Dragonborn, and then do other DLC-sized quest mods beyond that. Now, I do have a character who is... Tell you what, I'm actually going to grab that character right now. I want to move them across to this profile so that I know where I'm at. I believe if I go on to Age Vampire. Where is she? Oh, she's not in this profile, is she? I thought she was. Never mind. Or was it was it this one? Oh no, that's the original profile. That's the one with a shitload of saves. Oops. But yeah, this character that I'm talking about is a battle mage, but on the Dawnguard side rather than on the vampire side. Which I must admit I do like, but I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of quote unquote light aligned battle mages. They just don't seem to work particularly well for me. They're not really my style. Lol, mod organizer is shitting itself. Knock it off, mod organizer. I don't know why, but I just don't find them as interesting. I like to give my characters a theme because I find that themed characters are more fun than just go for a build where you can use destruction magic and any form of destruction magic. I like to go a little bit deeper than that, where I like to make it so that if I'm going to play a character, I can, for an example, one I did that came up fairly recently that I was suggested was to do, well, that I suggested, and we kind of workshopped a few ideas for it. Was a battle mage, but also a pyromancer at the same time, which is a really cool concept. Don't get me wrong, I love that concept. But it's one of those concepts that is... It's hard to... It's one of those concepts that I'm not sure how well it would work in practice. Oh, fucking hell, I'm trying to remember. That's the one. And people were suggesting that I go for a specific race, and I must admit, I don't like locking a character to a race. I just don't feel like it works that well. I want a build to be usable on any race. Like, I don't like having a gimmick on one specific race that makes it super strong. I don't find that interesting. It's like Ultima have this thing where their spells are really, really powerful. But they also have this thing where they're not as good with melee weapons and I think bows. Or it might be just melee weapons. I can't remember. It's one of the two. But the idea is they're not overpowered because they're more powerful on a magic side, but they're less powerful on the melee, on the weapon side. Which balances it out, but makes it kind of more incentivizes you to go for, if not magic, an enchanted weapon. Because you might actually be better that way. Whereas if you're playing another race, like maybe a Nord, I don't know with the Nords, but personally I'm not a big fan of them, so I probably won't play them. But I'd be willing to bet it might be the opposite way around for Nords. Oh my god, wouldn't that be funny if there was a race that was the exact opposite to Ultima? Where their magic is actually weaker, but their melee damage is insane. That would be kind of interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Sorry, this is me going and figuring out. I like how mucking around with character ideas because it keeps the game interesting for me. And I need to do that because otherwise, if I end up making the same character 3 or 4 times in a row, I'm just gonna be like, I am bored shitless. I don't care anymore. But yeah, this is the Dawn Guard character that I want to play next. Well, I actually want to get her through the main storyline. Because I think I actually want to get her through Vigilant as well. Well, sorry, get her through. I want to start Vigilant. That makes me sound like I actually just want to get Vigilant over and done with. No, that's not at all the point. I actually really want to play Vigilant because it's fun. And the boss fights in that they are hard, don't get me wrong, but they are well balanced as well. And once you figure out how that specific boss is weak, then you can clobber them back. It's like, I can't remember where it was in the Vigilant map. I think it was in the Imperial City. There's this one boss fight that's really interesting because it's in I think it's like an abandoned aqueduct style area, but it's one of the Knights of the Nine who's died and been resurrected by Molag Bal to fight you. And I just loved the aesthetic. There wasn't, and it's not that I don't remember there being anything particularly like weird or different about it. It's just the aesthetic of the area. It's this big arched area, lots of archways and that kind of stuff around the edge. But the entire main floor where you fight them if you're playing melee is just covered in water. And I just really liked it. I don't know why, I just thought it was a really cool aesthetic. Just reminds me of how much I actually kind of want to do like a water mage build at some point. So not ice, but water. Because I think it would be really interesting. And there were... Let me double check something. I remember seeing this ages ago, and I don't remember whether it was Oblivion or Morrowind, one of the two. I think it was Oblivion. Was it this one? Potentially. But I don't know whether it was this one or not, because there was this really clever one that was set up where it had the ability where if your character was one of these mermaids, you could walk out of the water and your character would lose the mermaid tail and gain legs like a normal human character. And I don't know why, but I just thought that was a really cool mechanic. I do wonder whether... I can't remember what the name of the mod was. I have to have a look. But I've always found like siren characters kind of cool. It's like, if I actually quickly go on to Twitter... Oh boy, you'll see what I like on Twitter. Oh well. Not a big deal. Ah, damn it, I don't see the character. I don't see the artist. There was an artist who did these really clever... It was a Warcraft art style. But it was... no, I can't find it. It's a Warcraft art style, but it was turning female characters from WoW into mermaids, and it looked really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like, these characters look really good like this somehow. This is one idea that I had for a potential water magic character. I thought it'd be fun. But unfortunately, I don't think those kind of mods exist for Skyrim. I'd have to look into it though. But anyway, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and all that wonderful stuff. And I will see you fine folks on Monday. Yeah, so tomorrow is my second day off of the week. I will see you fine folks on Monday. Monday we're going to be doing, as per normal, Modding Monday. I'm actually going to have a look at multiple games and see which one's got the most interesting mods. And I will do my best to let you know by tomorrow night what game we're going for. So yeah, I'll see you fine folks on Monday. So good night, stay safe, have fun, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye everybody.